Well, that is extremely impressive. Congratulations on that. Once again, Pressure Biosciences, their stock symbol's PBIO. And our toll-free number for anywhere in the world to get free information in mail is 888-259-4449. Now, the company announced strong financials for fiscal year 2009, Richard. You were up 46% from the year earlier. How do you think things are progressing so far in 2010?
Well, we're very happy about 2009. 2009 was a terrific year. We, like so many others in the country and the world, in fact, went through very, very troubled times in 2009. I'm very proud of the team. There are 13 of us at Pressure Biosciences. We've had the same 13 people now for over a year and a half, in fact. We've had limited cash, but with limited cash and limited people, we've been able to do more than twice what we did the previous year. So I'm very proud of that. Yes, our revenue have increased 46%. The number of installations of our equipment increased 32%. And concomitantly, while we were doing all this, we reduced our cash burn in about half. So we reduced the amount of cash we're spending in half while we've been increasing by 50% the number of installs and our revenue coming in. So very proud of that. We think we're set up extremely well for 2010. I tell people that we've spent a lot of time and a lot of money for the last 3 to 4 years developing the story, whetting the appetite of scientists, getting the information out. It is not an easy thing, selling a brand new, proprietary, very powerful technology like pressure cycling technology. It's very different when you walk into a scientist and say, I can bring on your lab bench an instrument that can get you the pressures that you see at the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean, and I can do it safely, quickly, and I can do it in about 5 seconds. So it's not an easy sell. The good thing about it is once you get it sold, once people understand the power of pressure cycling technology, and once they purchase the equipment, you've got a customer there probably for life because they understand the power of it. So we're very much looking forward to this year. Last year, I went into 2009 with a lot of trepidation. We had 6 months of cash. We were just starting to see people starting to really to bring in the equipment and start to understand the equipment and what it can do. And we were very nervous about the year. We ended the year, as you said, extremely strong. And we believe that we set ourselves up for what's going to be a very exciting 2010.
Well, when I was researching your company, Richard, I noticed this press release. I was very impressed. You've organized a symposium being held no less at Harvard Medical School on the applications of ultra-high pressure in biotechnology. Tell us about this event and what the company is expecting from it.
The event is going to be one in which about 15 scientists have been invited from around the country to come into Boston and present at the new research building, the Rotunda room at Harvard Medical School, about the applications of ultra-high pressure in biotechnology. We've got guests coming in, guest speakers coming in from the government, from academia, from industry, all of whom are going to talk about the benefits and features of using high pressure. Some of them have already publicly said that they're able to do things that they were not able to do before by putting their samples under high pressure in order to break them up. Remember, the competition that we have is a competition that's been there for many years. It's what we all did in high school and college. We took a mortar and pestle and we took a seed, and our 10th grade chemistry teacher said, please put the seed or the leaf in the mortar and use the pestle and break it up. And they use enzymes and beads and sonicators and blenders like we have in our kitchen to break up samples. When you want to break up a leaf or a seed or a biopsy tissue or a piece of hair, or you want to look at bacteria in soil, you need to break it up first. And they're using technologies that we believe have not changed in 20 and 30 years, and we believe are back in the 20th century. We need to bring scientists to the 21st century using this technology, and we're hoping that this is beginning at Harvard on May 21st. We will be able to bring all of these people who have individually been talking around the country for the past year and a half, bring them under one roof in one day at one point at a very prestigious university at Harvard and the Harvard Medical School, and have them all speak on one day about the advantages, the features, the benefits, and the various applications of pressure cycling technology in their work.
Well, I want to congratulate you, Richard. That's a watershed event for the company, and such a fascinating conversation. Sometimes I wish this program was 2 hours, but it is what it is. Why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at Pressure Biosciences?
We've spent the first 4 years of our corporate life at Pressure Biosciences developing the know-how, developing the instrument, and in fact we have 2 instruments and the consumable, developing the access to the research community, developing the knowledge base through our own lab, but primarily through the labs of our customers. It's been very difficult, very time-consuming, but it's been a joy to do that. We believe that we're at a point now where our customers are starting to help us sell our instrumentation and our technology. We believe that this is a time right now where we are approaching an inflection point. There's no guarantee, but having done it before, my appetite is whet, and I believe that we are getting very close to an inflection point because when customers start to talk about the technology and you don't have to do it anymore, that's a good sign. And that's what's happening. And I see it personally as culminating on May 21st at Harvard Medical School when this group of 15 scientists come together for a full-day symposium and talk about all the various applications. Some are talking about microbiology, some are talking about cancer, ovarian cancer, some are talking about insects and the detection of Lyme disease and ticks by breaking up the tick using our technology. Some are talking, in fact, several are talking about things that have not been talked about yet in public. We've got several people coming who will be discussing their work for the first time. So I think the investor, the person interested in looking at a company, might be interested to know that Precious Biosciences has spent a lot of time, 3 or 4 years now, building up to this point, and we believe that 2010 is the point where things will start to blossom for the company.
Well, Richard, we're initiating coverage of your company this week. We're following you very closely over the next 3 months. I'm looking forward to more updates from you during that period of time. Thanks so much for joining us on the show.
No, thank you for having me. Thank you.